Okay, so I figured out the whole you can't delete the kitchen thing. And I went ahead and moved the kitchen to be over here in the middle of the base. So clearing this out. So here's the difference, right? This is the kitchen that I built, right? And the room that I built, I can delete it real easily. So as soon as they're done constructing it, all right, this is a cell. I can easily just take the whole room and sell it. Same thing, any room that I've built, I can just sell it. Except the rooms that have come with this. Like for some reason, I can even delete his room, and his room is, you know, the room that was already there. I could sell every room I want, basically. Except this kitchen. I have no idea why. Maybe that's a bug. I don't know. But anyway, this kitchen is just immortal. So I'm going to move it now. I moved the kitchen over here. Now I can move this kitchen over here. And in doing that, I have to make sure it's accessible still. So we're going to go about, I guess, like here. I guess we'll go here with it. Okay. And we'll just move it. And then what I have to do after it's repositioned over here, I'll then expand its walls at this point so that I can have the kitchen that I want where I want. Now, I'm looking at my tavern here while they're doing this, and I'm actually curious if there's like a wait. You got people placing an order, placing an order, placing an order, chatting, placing an order. So like there's people waiting around, it seems. So I'm thinking I want to redo this just a little bit to allow for another bar. I think maybe another simple bar could be in order. So I really don't know if that's something that's necessary or not. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one of these tables away. We're going to move this table, actually. Let's move it here. We'll take this table and move it there. And if I move this here, I don't think what I want to happen will fit. So I'm like trying to find a spot for this. Maybe right here would be a good spot for you. Just kind of off to the side, like right here. I think so. So what I want to do is I'm going to take these barrels and I'm going to position them over here along the wall like this. Because these are, you know, the two barrels that we have to attract the other types of people. And then what I'm going to do over here, we're going to need to expand this. So we're going to say we want to add walls. And we're going to make sure that the walls go all the way out this far. And then also they go out that far. And now it's going to say, hey, you're allowed to do this. I'm going to hit go. It's going to make this whole room a kitchen now. And when it does that, I'll then take this stuff, move it back over there in the room that is impossible to delete. And then I'll delete this kitchen instead. And then I'll only have the one kitchen. All right. So the repositioning everything. And the reason for doing that is because I want to... Let's see if I can get this... I'm trying not to delete a table. But I was thinking of putting another bar here. I just don't think it'll fit, really. So let me just really quick go in and modify a room. Give me another simple bar. And I was thinking about another bar in here. But I'm going to have to move everything a little bit closer. So I think I have to delete one of these tables. So I'll sell this table. Then we'll move this bar down to here. I was going to actually say we should move it somewhere else, but just slide it down like that. And then with that being done, I should now be able to get another simple bar in here. I have no idea whether or not this is something that is necessary. I'm just trying to serve as many customers as I can, okay? And probably what I should do instead is get rid of one of these game tables because they're not really using it. And if I move this barrel over here on this side and maybe put the barrels along the wall over here, if I do that instead, then I can get that other table in here. And that is probably worth more to me because the number of tables you have is the determining factor as to how many customers you can serve, really. So we'll let that happen. Okay, the kitchen needs to now be moved over. So we're just going to take this and move them straight over here with no changes to their orientation or anything. We're just going to take them, move them over here. It doesn't seem like it costs anything to move things, just to sell it. So we'll go like that. And then one more pantry over there like that. And then this is just a decorative item, but we've already paid for it. So we'll bring that back over there. And I think that's it. I got a candle right here. candelabra. And that looks like the entirety of that room. Okay, so when they've moved all this stuff out of here, we can start setting up more prestige items. All right. We want to put more decorations around, make things more prestigious. We could just sell the whole room now. Everything just gets deleted. Apparently they didn't move the candle, but they did. They just, I guess it was still a frame there, but that's okay. All right, so I'm thinking for the guard rooms, I know that there are going to be these things. I remember them from the stream, and these things are things that you can use to alert everybody when there's an intruder in the vicinity. The problem with these units, though, these instruments, is that they have to be located in the hallway. So you really can't use them in the guard room. And so I'm probably going to have to move these guard rooms a little bit too. So I'm thinking about what that might entail as well. Either way, we need to do some more decoration stuff. And I thought, hey, how about some more wall decorations if that's possible? So we could have things like a little torch on the wall over here. That seems fine. Another torch on the wall over there and over here. That seems good. Just adding some things. In the bathroom, there's really no reason why we can't have some decorations in here. How about one of these? Let's see some of these plants and stuff, right? Let's give them some plants right next to the toilet. That's probably fine. There's also these columns. So there's a goblin column and a simple column. And I thought maybe we could add some columns in here, but I'm not sure that's really going to be fitting. The orc column is actually really freaking big, man. You can stick that right there. It's big. It's like 2x2 instead of just the standard one tile. Let's add some additional artwork and stuff around the base here too, just to kind of make everything awesome like that. Okay, go ahead and do that. And there's actually one more thing I want to do to help with the prestige. So each of these guys, each of these guards, right? There's humans right here, right? All right, now I have humans in here. And I also have orc in here. The thing is, humans like it clean, and the orcs like it dirty. So pairing them up together doesn't make any sense. And the same thing is over here. We have elves and goblins. So I kind of mixed and matched these, and I shouldn't do that because you're not going to get as much prestige if you mix and match them. So what I should do is take these elven lockers, and we're just going to set them in this room. And then we're going to bring our orc lockers over here. So just move to have our stuff just kind of shift over a little bit here. And I love that you can queue things up to be moved into places where things are pending to be moved. I think that's a really good I think that's a really good design decision by the game's makers. Because a lot of times in these games you'll get the thing where you can't actually move it until it's out of the way completely. So now we're going to have goblins and orcs together. And goblins and orcs like it dirty. So we can just keep the room dirty. We don't need to clean it. To where over here in this guard room, we want to clean it. Because cleaning it is now going to make everybody happy in this room. All right. And then we can go in and we can actually add additional guards here if we choose. So we can go modify the room and have additional elves. Let's say one more set of elves. And how about one more human locker here too. And then maybe another table to bring everybody in there like that. Go ahead and do that. And then I'm looking around the room and I'm thinking decoration wise, we could add a little chest here just to troll our enemies. That's probably fine. Just in case Link shows up, we'll make sure we have some pots. If you understand that reference, then you are also someone who is you qualified to be my best friend. There you go. You qualify. No guarantees, but there. We'll put some artwork on the wall there, and then how about one of these banners? We'll just put this by the door, I think. And actually, tell you the truth, we're probably going to have to move this guard room anyway. I was hoping it would go... I was actually hoping it would go along this wall, but it doesn't look like it wants to let me do that, so we'll just put it along the wall on that side. I think this wall is off limits or something. But we'll probably end up moving the guard room back just a tad. Maybe even making it smaller, but maybe not. Maybe we'll move it actually into this hallway and make it bigger. But once we get the detection thing, then we're going to want to make room for it. Because, again, we can't actually do anything with detection on people unless we're doing it in the hallways. So it looks to me like we're having people, you know, placing an order over here, placing an order over here. And are these just humans that are doing this? Is it only humans that order from here? I mean, I'm okay with that. I just, you know, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. I think, like, how do the orcs get? The orc is placing an order, but he's way over here, right? So I guess I'm not entirely sure how or where they place their orders. I can move this slightly in so I can shift this over just a little bit more. I'm trying to open this hallway up. Okay, so we're basically gonna have to let this run now, I think, because there's nothing else really to do until we get our prestigious, our mastery here. We have to get all of our ranking up. And there's not really anything I can do until that happens, other than just adding more prestige items, which is all I'm really been tasked to do at this point. We're gonna say I want to put some benches out here. Let's say so. Put a couple of benches like that. You know, like not really a waiting room thing, but yeah, put a bench there. We want to say we put how about these banners? Let's stick a banner there and there. That seems good. And then we can put another one. Certainly not next to that. Is there any like statues or anything I can place? No, there's some rugs though. Medium carpet 3. Wait, that's not carpet. This is carpet. Yeah, medium carpet 3. I guess it'll be like this. That's fine. I'll put a carpet there, and then we'll put a carpet on that side too. Yeah, the entrance to both of these areas is fine. We can stay. Maybe this one is a giant carpet. That's 4 wide. That's actually much better. I'd like to put that there instead. Yeah, let's go undo, and then we'll stick the 4 wide one like that. Definitely better to do that. All right, so another thing I want to do, I think, is in the workshop, we should add another couple of tech benches. These tech benches, they have to go against the wall. And if we place 2 more in here, we can go into recruitment and we can hire some more goblins. And so I'm going to hire 2, let's say 3 more goblins. All right. Now, doing that is going to lead to us being able to create more tools. And being able to create more tools is also a really good thing. Because if you look at some of our traps in the future, like take the hidden arrow slit, for example, you have to unlock this. And in order to do so, we have to reach 200 tools. The thing I'm not understanding, though, is how we have all these guys over here making tools, supposedly, and we are at 0 out of 200. So that's a little weird. I'm not entirely sure how to see my inventory of tools that I might have. Inventory and sales, I suppose. And see, we have no tools at all. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Resources produced by the dungeon's minions can be sold for gold. They also provide massive passive bonuses when their quantity reaches a threshold. You can configure what percentage of resources is to be sold automatically once produced by a minion. I don't know why people aren't producing them already is my thing, because I have now 4 goblins in here potentially making tools. And I don't know what they're doing. So I'll have to find out about that too.
It's starting to get cramped in here. We have to restore access to the 2nd floor. Damn it, this place is a real dump.
Okay, this is new. So this is another reason, like, I wanted to do the campaign again because I figured, you know, the full version of the game, if you will, is going to be different than my preview release that I had before.
Huh? Did I just hear you complaining about my dungeon?
Because I don't remember having any access to the 2nd floor this early.
I mean, don't you think this place could use more cleaning up? And less chaos?
Affirmative. Waste disposal would surely improve our dominion over the perimeter.
Huh. Yes, it might. Do that, then. Where would this place be without my insightful management decisions?
Right. Sure. Congratulations. The reputation of the dungeon is progressing nicely, and Hag's access to the 2nd floor is unlocked. An additional floor increases the dungeon's maximum minion capacity, but also comes with an increase in management fees. The latter is included in the sum indicated in orange. You need a staircase to make the floor accessible. And while these things are up, you can't adjust the time either. It's a very weird decision. I'm not sure why they did it that way. Let's put the stairs. We can't put them here because there's no space above it. Is that it? All right, there's space above us here. Let's put this right here like that and connect it to the upper floor. Ah, okay, so this is outside over here. Fair enough. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and slow it on the time.
Done. We deserve a spot in TripAdvisor's Best Fine-Game Dungeons ranking list.
The last time you submitted to a list, it was a bad idea.
I shall study your improvements to evaluate their adequacy with the general criteria set out by the fund's equalization grids.
Thank you so much, Doris. You do that.
Hey, now that the dough's rolling in, what should we do with it? Should we stuff it in a mattress, or did you have something more secure in mind?
The treasure room. Now we finally get to place it.
I could ask the master to store the gold in his quarters. On the other hand, that might make it hard for us to withdraw the funds we need. And I can't spend all my time paying salaries.
Yep, especially when we don't want the boss sniffing around the books too much, eh? A treasure room is what we need, and a dwarf banker. That would keep things square.
Dwarves.
Affirmative.
Not
When
dwarves.
wages are paid, the guards can't be swayed. Otherwise, you get desertions, looting, and coup d'etat. That's a Monday for you.
Not dwarves. Anything but dwarves.
May I point out that the intrinsic security of fiduciary operations can be greatly enhanced by strict segregation of premises through architectural level differentiations.
If you don't understand my joke, you will soon.
What's that nutbag going on about?
She says we should build a vault room in the upper floors to keep our gold safe from thieves. It's just admin speak.
All right, admin speak. Here's the thing, though. I'm seeing an outdoor area here, and I'm not sure if the heroes can get in here as well. Like, they can access us out here. So I'm thinking they can also, like, I don't know, they're going to rappel up here. I guess it's not rappelling, is it? They're going to, like, you got grappling hooks or something, right? Like, I don't know what to think of this. Yeah.
I'm pleased to announce that given the positive assessment of the evolution of your reputation rating and the concomitant fulfillment of minimum hosting standards, this dungeon is now open for exploration.
Yay! Finally.
By Yorick's skull. Finally.
Finally.
Affirmative. I'll immediately put us in yellow alert. Code 22.
Whoa, I'm not sure we're ready. I guess we still have some time.
The Dungeons Fund has already put up a notice concerning the opening of your establishment. The first adventurers should be on their way. They all yearn to be the first ones.
That means they're all coming right now, right?
Freaking faucets! To arms!
Freaking faucets to arms.
Adventurers incoming. Red alert. Code
Okay.
808.
So we're paused. I see one here. Nope, I see 4 here. 4 coming in this way. 5 are coming in this way. Are we getting any on this side? It doesn't look like it. Looks like all of them are going to be on that side. So we want to keep an eye on our people over here. And there's only 3 guards in there right now because everybody else is busy picking their nose or sleeping or something. So we're going to add a couple more in here because we can. And I'm going to put a locker. Let's put 3 more orc lockers right in here. If we can get them built quick, we might be able to get them in here in time. I'm not sure. But we are going to go to battle now. Ba-ba! There we go. Now, there's no, like, base-wide alert for this because we don't have any of those things. So these guys over here are just going to stand around picking their nose because they're not aware of what's happening over here, which is kind of a sucky thing to have to deal with. But we're looking up the second floor. There doesn't look like there's anybody up here, so I'm, you know, gonna have to just take a look and see how we do here. We're gonna have some of our guards dying, it seems, but we have reinforcements incoming. Possibly. Yep. There we go. Get them. All right, so 2 dead minions, but we were paid 500 by the DF fund. I guess the DF fund would be like saying ATM machine, isn't it? The dungeon fund went ahead and paid us that. But we got all 5 enemies killed. So there you go. We signed it. We're ready to rock and roll. So now it's time to build a treasure room along with our dwarf banker. Oh, everybody will be so thrilled about this.
We clearly were unprepared to face these adventurers.
It's the dungeon's fund, Master. They took us by surprise, probably as punishment for refusing to pay to increase our reputation.
Yeah.
By Van Tog's whips of misfortune, I'd rather die than suffer their extortion. We must strengthen our defenses then.
I'm working on it, man.
Affirmative.
All right, so can I place... Can't place that yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, we need to build a treasure room. And I'm thinking about building it on the second floor, to be honest.
Reports of your dungeon's performance are proliferating in the nearby surroundings. The frequency of collective exploratory incursions will increase. Do you need a probationary period of respite? For a few thousand gold coins, we could...
Never! We don't need your help.
Yep.
As you wish. Please note that dungeon traps must meet the 759B72 quality standard for automated mechanical devices for intentional bodily harm in order to be certified by the fund.
Standard automated mechanical devices for bodily harm. Okay, cool. So traps have to meet the regulations and requirements for
Oh, it's so much paperwork.
paperwork and bureaucratic nonsense.
So, are you done with the defense reinforcement plan?
Affirmative. Planning complete. Ready for transfer to steward.
So, let's see. What? But that's going to cost a fortune!
Negative. I've aimed for essential operational capabilities. An armory, new recruits, and detection by means of avian patrol.
Remember that the fund pays compensation for each adventurer killed. You'd be contributing, thus, to the regulation of their population, while
love it.
participating in the selection of the chosen ones and other heroes of the gods.
I love it. It's like regulation of their population, like they're deer or something, you know, hunting season. Okay, clearly the most devious adventurers can enter the dungeon without using the main door. Check your trap arsenal by clicking on the interior tab. So that's what these are, all right? These are traps, all right? Triggers an alert whenever an intruder is in its vicinity. The thing is, you have to place these in normal corridors. You can't place them inside any other rooms, which is the one limiting factor that I blah about. So what we have to do is kind of restructure our base. And it looks like once I click this, I can't unclick it. I can't unclick it. So I guess we're placing it here for now. Modifications will be lost. No, that's fine. Just build it. I'll move it later. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to try to restructure how things are so that we can properly use these, because these are really nice in the sense that they will trigger an alert and bring our people in. So what I'm hoping it does is it like says all these guys will come rushing over here to help out potentially, or at least if they're in the area, they'll receive an alert, right? So what I think I want to do is I want to move this over, and we're going to slide it over. I think about this far would be acceptable, maybe one more, but I really think just the two spots here would be okay. And if we place this like this instead here, all right, we're going to need a door there so we don't block the room, because I'm also going to restructure, or I'm also going to redesign where this room is. So we're going to have this wall come out over here like this. So as they build this, we're going to be able to do something like this. We're going to add walls, and I would like to add walls. Okay, it won't let me do that. So how about here? Okay, you'll let me do that. So I want to add walls into there like that. And that's going to close off this little area. And it'd be kind of nifty, actually, if you let me do the other one too, but they probably won't. Yeah, that blocks access to this part. We can get around that, though, by... well, I'm trying to move this. Can I? I don't want to cancel construction, but at the same time, I do. 'Cause I just want to click off of this tool so I can move this out of the way, and then it will clear it. But it won't let me do that. So I guess we'll just cancel for a second and redo. So we'll do it a little bit at a time, I guess. We'll take this and go like that, and open this up. We're gonna put more lockers in this open area. But with this tool, we're going to move this trap into this area, and now it will alert whenever anybody comes in here, and we'll be able to see where they are from inside that room. You can do the same thing over here, although it's going to require me to move this pillar, so I'll move that out of the way. We can move this over here. It's going to be a little more challenging to do this, though, because of the location of the doors. At least this door. So what I probably have to do first is delete this door so that it's out of the way. And then with that door deleted, I should be able to slide this this way. We'll set up the same kind of deal over here on this side. So now that everything's moved, I'm just going to slide this room to where it matches up. Kind of like that would be okay, I think. I don't really need it to be that far out, though. That's the thing. It just needs to be a small thing. What if we... tell you what we could do. Oh, let's try it. Let's try it like this. We'll move... Okay, I got what I think I'm gonna do. It requires a little bit of a redo here, but I'm gonna do it this way. Let's move the benches on this side. I'm just gonna shift them over here somewhere. They really don't need to be there. They're just decorative for the sake of prestige and such. What we'll do is we're gonna add. Well, first we have to. We're actually gonna subtract first, but then we're gonna add. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, so we're gonna move this to where we are removing the walls on this side out to, let's say here. Yes, right here. Right, now that makes all of this inaccessible. So we're going to have to put another door there. Now everything is accessible on this side. We're then going to add walls on this side because we're actually going to make this room a little bit bigger so we have more guards here. And we'll make this room kind of come out that side, and we'll also have the room come out, let's say, 2 squares. So we'll say you also come out that side like so. Okay, so it's a bigger room technically. It's just moved back a little bit. And with that done and out of the way, we should now be able to, real quick, pop in another door over here so that people can get through there, because I want them to be able to move through there. And eventually they'll be able to move through here too, because we're going to make a training room right here. But now what we have is the same kind of deal. We can take one of these traps, and we'll just place this over here like so it can detect people moving through there.
Another incursion is approaching.
All right,
I
another...
hope your devices are properly licensed, or will withhold all adventurer disposal bonuses.
Okay, adventure disposal bonuses. So it looks like we have a wizard. We'll go with a barbarian. We got maybe a ranger of some kind. We've got, I guess, I don't know what this guy is. Just a fighter class, I guess, a rogue. So kind of want everything here, and I want to see kind of how this works. So that triggers the alert, and that's what we want. And then what I'm hoping is that we see people. And let me just come up here really quick and see if there's anybody up there. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I gotta check that because I don't know if they can come up there or not. But we should now see some of our people like, oh, here, they're gonna rush in to try to reinforce. So now all these guys are rushing over here. Instead of it just being whoever's in the room, now we get a lot more reinforcements in to completely eliminate them super quickly. So we eliminate them very quickly with no dead minions, and that's what we're looking for here. So these traps are gonna just that alert, that like horn, that sound of that horn is pretty good.
Incursion over. At ease. Code B4. All hail. Vigilance and traps.
Indeed.
Ha! I'll write a few letters to neighboring dungeons just to taunt them.
That's not a good idea, dude.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Master.
You know what happened the last time you wrote a letter, dude?
Silence! Let my evil creative mind express itself.
Okay. You're the master. Okay, so with the treasure room, right, can we use paid minions' salaries? The treasure room is going to be required for minions to get paid. And so minions are going to be like trying to figure out when am I getting my money? I think I'm going to place this on the second floor. And I think I'm going to place it, I kind of want to say I want to place it in the very back corner, like the farthest possible corner, just to make people run as far as possible. I would have placed it closer to the stairs, but now we have a potential incursion point here. And I don't want this to to delay. So I don't want that to be like an instant win here. So we'll probably end up putting another guard room here potentially.
Your issues with inbound and outbound material flows are an obstacle to further advancement of your dungeon. I recommend the establishment of a commercial outlet to decongest supply chains.
Sounds like we're gonna get access to the market.
Oh, right. Resources. Yes, being able to buy and sell equipment more easily could probably help.
Righto. And we wouldn't have to waste our time shopping in Lubay or Twisted Vale anymore. Negotiating with chair caners and sausage makers can take ages.
I bet. All right, so now it wants me to place the pay palantir in Ravex's office. I still need to do the treasure room, so I'm going to do that first, actually. So let's pause this. And for the treasure room, I think I'm going to make it... I don't know how big it's supposed to be honest. So I kind of want to give like a good amount of space, but also leave room for the possibility of expanding potentially later. So like I'm just going to give it this much space for now. And we're going to put this door. Now, this is a different kind of door. This door is the bank counter, and it's run by dwarves. So it's a little bit different than all the other doors we have. It's this one here. And so the interesting thing about this is that only dwarves are small enough to slide their way under the desk and get in here, basically, is the way it works. Now, we're going to need places for dwarves to stay because dwarves are a special class, special race, I guess, in this game, in that you must provide special accommodations for them, like smaller tables, smaller beds, etc. And it hasn't really walked me through that yet in the game, so it looks like that stuff isn't unlocked yet, so I'm gonna have to wait for the game to prompt me for that. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to add the pay palantir in Ravax's office, and I'm already finding that this is probably not an acceptable size for his office. I probably need a bigger one. So why don't we move this over here, and we'll just stick it right here like this for now. We'll just get this, or we'll just get this over here. And we're gonna rebuild his office to be just a tad bigger so we can add additional things to it. All right, so let's modify the room, and we're gonna add the walls, I think, out to about here. Should be okay. Why don't we go ahead and remove these walls if possible? If it lets me. It'd be nice. Yep. And then we're gonna need a door, and we'll place the door over here on that side. And with that door, we should be able to get in now. Unless I got extra walls I didn't want to remove here. Can I not remove the walls that are here? I don't want any walls to be here. Can we just... Oh, you know what it is? I'm messing this up. Go like this instead. There we go. I'm like making the room smaller instead of making it bigger. So there we go. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to remake all the things that I had in this room before, but that's okay. So we're going to get the pay palantir. What is this? Access to the market and access to the resources sales. So we're going to have this be, I guess, on that side. And then we have inhuman resources. We'll put you back over here in the corner. And then why don't we go ahead and get this? So we have taps, which is going to increase the prestige of the room. Put that over on that side like that. And then finally, we want his wardrobe. And we'll have his wardrobe be like over here like that. All right. So that takes care of the expansion to Radax's office. And this gives us more room for...
my great Trilobic's crown!
For this.
I'm finally connected to Pay Palantir's magic feed. I'll be able to improve our decor and buy some faucets.
Revax, I just saw that the Marzabor's hellish turnstile is for sale. I need that relic for my research. Immediately.
All right. So we have access to the market now. We're going to go to the market. And the market has various different things here. So we have a plus 0%. That's no good. I'm going to wait till we have discounts on things because this is 450 gold and we don't have to pay that. But this is a dormitory shelf to put your binky, to put down your binky before going to work. We've got the minion of the week, promotes the lesser staff by ordering them an ephemeral week of glory between 2 periods of corporal punishment. Soldier statues. These are kind of cool. And then this is the relic, the little icon right here. This is Marzabor's hellish turnstile. The terrible, the incredible, the only hellish turnstile of Marzabor the Young, crossed out. No returns, no exchanges, and no refunds. All right, we're going to buy that. I don't think there's anything else I really want here.
Hey, this is not the relic we ordered. This is Marzabor's the Younger's turnstile. The one I wanted was Marzabor the Elder's. I'm a victim of false advertising.
I mean, they did have Younger crossed out.
Well, Master, the ad did mention it in small print, right next to no refunds, no returns, no exchanges.
Uh-huh.
This is all your fault.
Sorry, boss.
Relax. Get that pathetic relic out of my office immediately.
All right,
Yes, Master. He doesn't want that discount gadget anymore. He got scammed like a wizard apprentice in a second-hand wand shop.
he is saying that to himself, I guess.
What are you muttering about? By Xor's tentacles. Get to work!
Yeah, don't let him hear you saying that.
I should remind you that the exhibition of relics, even those of lower quality, can contribute to the sectoral globalization of the back office's directives.
Yes, of course. I'll have some intern work on a display. All we need is a pedestal to show off this crap.
There we go. Okay, so as far as the pedestals to show off the crap, we have a relic in our possession. So we're going to go over here. And here's the relic pedestal. And I am going to place this temporarily right over here. But I'll probably end up moving it later. So go ahead and place it there. I guess I could have placed it on the upper floor too. But, oh well. We're going to select this. And then we're going to now go ahead and choose one. It says, when displayed, a relic generates reputation over time. More unusual relics can have side effects.
There, I had a relic pedestal installed.
Not bad. We could use it as a sausage dryer.
Negative. As a hand-to-hand combat training accessory.
Are you insane? We just have to place that thing, the Master Impulse Bolt on it.
That's it. So I did that. It's there. And, expectations are low. We're good. Yeah. We're fine. I don't know your language, but these are the goblins, and they're in a dirty room, so they should be happy. All right, we need to hire a banker. All right, so this is where we go over to our personnel. And right here, this is our banker. His last name is 6 Ingots. Perfect. You're recruited. Now, dwarves, as the game will share with you right now, are a little bit different, but you can see by these traits, they're annoying.
Relax. I received a letter full of insults from the Temple of Wismo. Send a squadron to teach them a lesson, now!
The thing is, that dungeon is infamous, Master. Our soldiers could get slaughtered.
Affirmative. Probability of failure, 100%.
By the Shallybook's claws, don't question my orders. I want a raid sent immediately to punish that gaggle of fools.
Yes, Master. For glory. We just need some sort of operational planning method. A raid chart. That's a mission for the half-steward.
Okay, what is this? We need to place a map of the Lands of Fang in the guard room. We need a map in the guard room. Okay. Well, let me move some things around. I'm gonna want to move this locker. Let's say the locker goes over here. And is this like a map on the wall or what? Let's see, interior. It should go in a guard room, so let's just see. It is here. So it looks like a big table. It can be used by 2 spies to produce intel. Ah, interesting. Okay, I don't want this here though, because it's gonna get in the way of my my door that I'm gonna have later. And I don't want this to be in the way anywhere. And I certainly don't want it there. You know what? Here's what I might do. Let's go to the 2nd floor. We're gonna set up a similar guard room setup here like this. And we're gonna put this guard room. Let's put it. I'm trying to figure out how I would do this without blocking. I think I can get away with this. So we put the door there, and we put another one there, and then that will take care of that. And then we're gonna have, let's say, a bunch of orc up here. So we'll put. Yeah, let's put the lockers on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just have 5. And then what we'll want is a couple of tables. Oh, we can't. This isn't big enough. All right, we need this to be a little bit bigger. Let's make it. Let's bring it all the way out like this. All right, tell you what, we'll bring it out like this. That's big enough for the lockers and everything to exist as well. And then real quick, we'll put a door here, even though we won't need it. But it won't let me build it because these things are pending and I have to be able to move them. So we'll wait till we move it and then we can eliminate that door. And then what I want to do... here it is. When your first dwarf shows up, this is what happens. Okay, that's why I'm saying it. Dwarves are annoying. Although they're outstanding artisans, they all have the annoying trait. In addition, every dwarf can only use beds and tables that have been designed for their small size. So in short, dwarves are annoying. Okay, that's what I was waiting to see.
Revax? You built a treasure room?
Yes, Master. I thought it'd help with securing the dungeon's gold and managing the minions' wages.
Yeah, I guess. And I heard that Bragor's tower just got one.
That's well done. Glad I could help, Master. But may I recommend that you refrain from writing to magazines to advertise ours?
Yeah, really?
Just to stay on the safe side?
Yeah, right.
The mere fact that you think I would do that is an insult to my intelligence. And it is my gold, not yours. Go get yourself whipped.
Okay.
Our very own dwarf banker. Well, probably no better way to keep our gold safe, I guess. Let's hope that rough dwarven demeanor won't rub too hard against the other minions.
That too is admin speak. Just say it. Dwarves are jerks.
All right, so what I want to do here is I'm going to give them a different dormitory because people are annoyed by the dwarves. So I'm going to give them a different room. And I'm thinking it's going to be, let's say right about here should be fine. We're going to give them just this little room right here. And let's go ahead and get... We can put the door here. That's fine. We want these dwarven beds. Okay, these are little beds for the dwarves, and we'll have two of them on that side, and then we'll put another. You know what? No, actually, I think what we'll do instead is we'll put them along the wall here. We'll just put them like this. We'll have 4 dwarven beds. I don't know how many dwarves we're gonna have, but for now they'll have their own area here, and I probably should make this room just a tad bit bigger, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's make the room a little bit bigger. We put them in the back. I just want them to be like close to the vault so they could just get there. Maybe I make this entire place. The thing is, like, I don't know how big that treasure room needs to be. All right, compromise. We'll do it over here. This is a better room. So we'll put this room right here. Some dwarven beds in here. I'll say 1, 2, 3. We'll start with 3 for now, okay? And then let's add, like, I don't know, a dryer for whatever they're gonna have, and then you can have like a couple of chests and stuff that are right next to the bed. That looks kind of good. And then maybe we'll put some candle, like right there and right there, and we'll call that good. So that's gonna be where the dwarves are gonna stay. This is where they sleep. And look at here he is right here.
Want something, or you need something?
All right, so watch.
Spit it out.
Watch him. He's gonna go in there and just he'll slide under the table. Oh, he rolls under the table. Okay. Now, because we have the treasure room and a dwarven banker, these guys are all going to come upstairs to get paid. So they don't just get automatically paid. Now they get paid by the banker. So there has to be somebody here to actually distribute their money. So everyone will come up here and they'll be waiting in line. You see everybody just... Everybody's coming up here. Now these are builders, but everybody who wants money is gonna come in here. So we're gonna need more than just one dwarven banker, right? We're gonna need a couple. I would rather not pay for a dwarven banker. I'd rather have rather have one that has no experience, to be honest. But it looks like that is just the nature of the recruitment right now is just that. So I can't have somebody with no experience, I guess. Give me bankers. Bankers who are dwarves, I guess, yeah. So there are no level 1 dwarven bankers available, basically. So deselect all of the filters. we'll just pay for this guy. He's level 3, which I don't want a level 3 banker. I think I'm just gonna wait for another one to show up. Let's get one more elven cook. Let's get one more cleaner. Let's go 2 cleaners. We have a lot of rooms that need cleaning now. We'll get another tool maker, another goblin artisan. And that is it. Now we could do a dwarven artisan, and they actually make different things. Dwarven artisans will produce weapons, I believe. So if I take a look at my workshop here, yeah, producing weaponry with dwarf artisans and tools with goblins. We're only focusing on tools right now, and if we ever do focus on weapons, we'll have a separate room for the dwarves, because I think dwarves like it clean. It's a big question mark. And see, now nobody can get payment because the dwarf's not there. So, oh, and one more thing. We're going to have to come down because the dwarf's going to get upset if we don't do this. We're going to need to, in the break room. Nope, not the break room. It's going to be in this room here. In the canteen, we need to add a dwarf dining table. We have to give them a table so they can eat at that. So we'll do one dwarf eating table there. And then we'll also add a vegetable buffet and the meat buffet. And now they can have all those things that they like. And then maybe we'll add like a vase or something in between these 2 things. Just to give some more decoration there if we can. All right. So this is somebody exiting. Now, your morale has fallen all the way down. So, oh, you were fired. Oh, I don't remember firing you, but okay. Cool. I guess you're fired. I'm pretty sure I didn't fire them, but okay. All right, so let's go back up to the top. And this is our new guard room. Let's just real quick redesign this. I want the orc lockers here to be on this back wall here, so they're out of the way. Then we'll add in this room, we'll add a couple of these tables so that they're chilling over here. Okay, that's just the 2 tables, it's fine. And then what we want to add is the map of the Lands of Fang. And I think I'm going to place this right over here, which, you know what? I think right by the door is okay. So this is where we're going to plan our attacks, I guess, right there by the door. Maybe that's a good thing, or maybe I will just do a quick alteration and add the door slightly to this side. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and let the week go. So with these tables up here, we want to make sure that since these are all orc, we want to make sure that we are... Oh, I can't select anything. It's doing that thing again. All right. Dungeon management. We're going to go to raids. The Temple of Wismal. All right. So, a raid involves sending a group of 5 minions on a mission to commit misdeeds. Each raid belongs to a specific type that determines its possible rewards. Every raid you carry out has an impact on the faction's discontent. If the discontent is high enough, a faction can launch a retaliatory incursion. Depending on the faction and the type of raid, the successful rate of a raid will be affected by the origins and occupations of the minions you sent. Okay, so Dungeon's infamous for being a place of worship dedicated to NAHEULBEUK'S is not the best place to kick back during the holidays. So mercenarism, easy, it says. And we're going to get 109 gold plus reputation. We need to send 5 minions on this, and it looks like we get a mission bonus for guards and spies, and we also get a bonus for orc, goblin, and troll. So we have actually a lot of orc guards, so we should probably choose orc guards to go on this. So if I look down here, I see this guy is an orc guard with a level 2. Send him. If I just send the 1, we have a 38% chance of success. Okay. So we'll just send. We get bonuses for goblins as well, so we could send goblin guards too, but I think I'd rather send the higher level ones. Because the higher level ones, if there are more than one higher level one, higher level ones are actually costing me money. So they're good, right? And if they are... Is that the only one I have? I guess I have a lot of goblins that are level 2. Looks like I have this one and then this one. Yeah. So if they die, then I don't have to pay them anymore. People will level up eventually anyway, but I'd rather get rid of them now, and then I can level up the other guys. No big deal. All right, so let's send this guy, this orc, and this orc. So this gives us a 78% chance of success. They're the only ones that are leveled up that I have guard-wise, so that's what we're going to send. So we don't have any extra spies or anything. So 78% chance with a 10% mortality rate. Let's go ahead and raid now. With each new decade, new raids become available, offering enticing rewards such as relics, but also repercussions to consider. A raid takes a certain amount of time to complete. Once completed, you'll have to return to this map to learn about its results and recover the loot. Okay, so...
Our troops have attacked the Temple of Wismol, Master.
Good.
Yeah?
Those damn priests will learn that one cannot mock Zangar without paying the price.
Let's see. We have a pathetic defeat. Wow, okay. An absolute defeat. The cultists of Neorgol have redecorated the walls with our troops. Wow. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody dies, or what? Is that what happened? Did everybody die? It says we have one raid available. I'm wondering where that is. Can I see where that raid is? 'Cause I don't see another raid available on the map. Yeah, it looks like... well, it doesn't look like we got a good... the Nazcrack? What is this? The resources selling prices fluctuate according to the supply and demand. If the dungeon sells a significant amount of a resource, the price will decrease over the next week and vice versa. Ah, okay. This is just like the market prices for stuff. Okay, hold on a second, because the game has a tendency to just lock you into the time as it's running. So we are being attacked, and they're coming from this side. And it looks to me like they are... Well, they seem heavily armed. They also seem like they're all the same task, and now we have an alert going off, which means one of our alerts is triggered, and I don't think this thing would trigger yet, because they're not inside yet, but I'm all right with it. Oh, that's what it looks like. Yep. Okay, so now everybody's alerted. There's people coming, and we should have soldiers here to take down the enemy. As people rush in from across the way. Yeah, other people who are eating and stuff, but people are rushing in to help out with this. We have more than enough people to take care of this. We just have to survive the incursion, and it looks to me like entropy. A spellcaster has accidentally entropized their spell, triggering a random effect. Entropy occurs randomly or when astral energy is empty. Okay.
Debrief! Enemy incursion over. Our troops were crushed in Wismol.
And we suffered an incursion to top it off. Well, this whole sequence was hardly satisfactory. I need to be able to attack my neighbors while defending my dungeon. I'm an evil wizard, not a pony brush manufacturer.
Okay. So clearly our loss is staged. It seems like that's scripted.
May I suggest that we recruit someone who's qualified for this kind of activity? A spy master? An assassin? Or a gang leader?
No, that's a stupid idea. I'll put an ad in to hire a specialist in the fields of intelligence, targeted eliminations, or the organization of assault groups.
That sounds like the same thing.
Yes, Master.
Uh-huh. Who are you?
Hello.
Draja?
Purple alert! Code 23! Incursion in Master's office! Those damn drows sneaking in again!
Just drow.
I've come about the ad for the position of assassin.
Ah, perfect. I will see you now. I was waiting for other candidates, but they never came. Did you run into them?
No, I didn't. Just a few dead bodies on the road. Amateurs, probably. I'm Draja Drownin, master spy and certified assassin. How about you? Are you the powerful, formidable wizard who runs this exciting dungeon?
Oh, you're speaking to his head now.
Well,
Beware, Master. Drow assassins are infamous for their beguiling charm.
Uh-huh.
I heard that your minions weren't doing so hot with their raids. The attack on the Temple of Wismol was...
It was an unfortunate initiative of my steward and my master-at-arms.
Negative.
Negative.
Master, you gave the order.
Silence! See, I'm surrounded by fools.
You clearly need someone to organize your evil strike force. Your dungeon is well situated, and there are plenty of targets nearby.
And, do you have any references? Previous experience? A resume, maybe?
He's not going to care about that. He's going to hire her on the spot.
I could show you the few hundred ears I cut off as proof of assassination, or demonstrate some of my torture skills on you.
Hang on a second. If we hire her, how would she fit into our chain of command?
Don't worry, I can fit into pretty tight spaces. My rates are high, of course, but I promise you won't be disappointed with my performance.
Perfect. You're hired. And don't forget to... you should, I must stay focused.
Limping, blithering trolls! This can't be good!
Affirmative.
All right. So we fended off them guys. Remember, we're paid for every dead person we got. So in this case, those guys are worth 200 apiece. So we ended up with 800. 800 on the bonus there, which is pretty nice.
I've analyzed the causes of your failure. To be brief, your troops are pathetic.
Is this where we get the training room?
Negative. I respectfully disagree.
Let's say they only know how to defend dungeons. To attack, you need elite troops, infiltration specialists, who can combine brutality and subtlety.
Elite troops to attack other dungeons? Doesn't that sound like we'd be training adventurers?
Affirmative. Stronghold looting parties, as defined in the combat manual.
No, because we seek neither glory nor the world's salvation. We will train professional sadistic killers to humiliate our neighbors and stuff our pockets. We'll do evil, but we'll do it good.
I like her.
Yeah, I really like her
He does.
approach. Now, let's get to work. The three of you. And you'd better get along.
Okay. So I'm going to pause it here. And we need to build the training room, train soldiers. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. And I'm actually going to take it up to the second floor. And I think I want to put this right by the stairs just so, like, you know, people can see it on their way over. Maybe I'll put it, like, right here. So you can see it on their way over to the bank to get their payment, okay? And you can see they're waiting in line for their payment right here because the banker's got to distribute it to it. But that's fine. It's okay to have that. One thing I am thinking about, though, is where a second staircase could go, hypothetically. And I was thinking right here, but it doesn't look like that's lining up really well with anything. So if I was going to change the location of the staircase, I'd probably change it to be here instead of there, which is a pretty easy thing to do, just moving that over there. If I was to duplicate it, I could even make another staircase, you know, pop it right there or something. But it's not that important. I think in this room, I'm going to modify, and this is a storage box. It increases the morale of minions who rest. And I don't know if it's like one box does everything or if you have to put like a certain number of them. But I definitely want to have the increased morale. So I'm going to put that by the door. And then I'm going to add some more of these beds because we probably are running a little bit low on the beds. So I'm going to add 2 more of the beds in that room. And I think that's almost it. One more thing is in this room, we can now add the table for the table for dwarves. And I think this table should go, I guess it can go right there by the door, I suppose, like right there. Just try to keep them in the corner, in the back corner, away from everybody else, because dwarves are annoying. Okay, so that's going to take care of this. When the next video starts, we're going to add the training room. I wanted that to be right here next to this guard area, and we can start training people to make them a little bit better. But I haven't had access to that room until now, so now we can have the training room, and we can have people shooting at targets and hitting attack dummies and all sorts of things like that, okay? But that was going to be the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.